Bum 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 bum. The Peter Like Show. Bum 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 bum. So even though this is a Peter Like Show today, I'm asking for your continued prayers by leaving a dislike on this video. So I went a little window shopping on Black Friday, and as I promised myself, I would take myself out to a nice dinner. And I'm gonna, like I promised in my last video, take a pause on investing in bismuth and silver, and treat myself to some luxury this month. I'm planning on eating more in the dining halls at Grand Canyon University, where I now teach, and network with people there, even if it's just to say hello and talk about the weather, or talk about how we're doing with grading finals, or whatever the other professors there, or maybe some of the students there. Find out what they're studying, network more, maybe branch out to other teaching opportunities over there, even if it's just that, right? Even if nobody really does anything interesting with me. I still get a lot of joy out of that, to stay connected with the real world. It's just too bad how expensive it is, right? I was talking to a fellow colleague earlier this month, and he complained about how little he was paid. I didn't agree with him at the time, actually. At the time, I was so focused on bismuth, and I just knew that I could buy a lot of bismuth, because I hunkered down most of the time. I'm living in a hostel with quite a number of roommates, and I kind of lucked out. I don't have a whole lot of roommates now because my landlord just wants to do renovations, but next month I might have to move out because there's going to be a lot of other renovations going on. And so I was hunkered down like that. I at the previous place I lived by myself, but quite a distance from the campus. It was very inexpensive as well. And so I just knew that when I get my check, I could buy a lot of bismuth. And so I didn't really think I was underpaid or anything. Little did I know how much damage I was doing to my mental health now that I'm out of that. But anyways, you can see in just 3 days, I went from the other day drinking a lot of enough caffeine to kill 3 people, because I was depressed, to now, today I went to a different board game meetup, and I was actually able to learn a couple new games. And in fact, I gotta be careful, because every time I learn one of these new games, I'm tempted to try to program the AI for it. I got like 20 or 30 open projects, and as part of my agreement to myself, I've decided to put a freeze on starting new games. At least I'm continuing the ones that I have, but in my mind, I kind of wanted to add some of those to my to-do list when I end the quote-unquote temporary retirement, right, is what I'm trying to think of it as. I'm temporarily retiring for until the end of the year. I don't know if retirement is a good word, though. I'm still working, but I'm temporarily taking a break from a number of other responsibilities in my life. All right, it's the Peter Like Show today, and already I'm feeling so much better. I just wish I could continue doing this after the new year, right? Maybe we'll leave a dislike to pray for something to happen. Maybe bismuth will shoot the moon, or better yet, my art projects really take off. I become famous for it, or one of my computer games, right? Or maybe meet a life partner, and the two of us can tackle things together. After all, if I had a partner that had a similar situation as I think the two of us could do a lot better than how I'm handling just one of myself, right? For one thing, I wouldn't need to go out every day to connect with people, right? I don't know. I'm gonna try. I don't know. From now until the end of the year, I'm gonna be going out every day, like dining hall at GCU, or just like what I did today. And see how that goes, because in 3 days I'm feeling so much better. If it goes really well, I'll have to reevaluate how I handle everything else, right? All right, but this past year I did max out my Roth IRA. I bought 3 tons of bismuth. Let's see, 200 ounces of silver, and a few loose metals here and there. Indium, tantalum, what else was there? Thallium. Too many to name. So, you guys saw when I uploaded the periodic table, and I even tried to mine for polonium out of the dust in my house. Although I'm never going to do that again. There's too much anxiety with working with the heavy chemicals and the potential for radiation from too much of that stuff. So, I mean, I probably didn't poison myself with any of that stuff, but the anxiety of working around it really got to me. This is the Peter Lik Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Lik Show. Please support this channel by disliking. Bum 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 bum.